Hey guys, today we'll be talking about a LeetCode problem number 1. The problem's name is Sum. It's marked as easy, so hopefully it's easy. Let's look at the description. It says, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. Some notes: you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. You may not use the same element twice. You can return an answer in any order. Okay, makes sense. The input is 2, 7, 11, 15. The target is 9. You return 0, 1 because 2 and 7 will add up to 9. Cool. Another example, 3, 2, 4. Target is 6. And you return 1, 2 because the 1 is 2 and the 2 is 4. So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. And then example 3 is 3, 3 and you return 0, 1. It says that you will not use the same so you cannot use the same index twice. So for example, in this one you could not do 0, 0 because 0, 0 would be the same index and you cannot use that twice. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. So the solution to this problem, we could start with the brute force approach, which would be literally going over each element and then iterating over the next elements. And if at any point two element adds up to the target, we can return that right away. So that approach would be O of n squared, and the space complexity would be constant because we will not be needing any space for that. And then time complexity of the brute force will be O of n squared. So let's think about other problems. So when I'm solving this kind of problem, you need to think about how can you solve this. So what is the problem with our brute force approach? The brute force approach will look at 2, for example. We start at 2 and then it will look at 7, 11, and 15 one after another, and it will try to add them up to the 2 and we'll look for the 9 as a target sum. And if that's the case, we return. So the problem is when we're looking at 2, we need to eliminate these lookups for the number that would add up to 9 plus the number you're on. So for example, in this case, if you're at 2, you are essentially what you're doing is that you're trying to find 7 in the rest of the list. If you can't find 7, then perfect, because that's the index that it's gonna add up to the target. Okay, so how can we make that other lookup much faster? So if you guys ever come across any problem that requires you to store something in the structure that is constant lookup, always look for the hash maps, or in C# it's called dictionary. So let me start with the initializing dictionary. I'm gonna call it dictionary. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to store as a value, so it's going to be 2, 7, 11, 15, and then value of that each key would be the indices where it's occurring at. So what we could actually do is that we could actually go ahead and fill this dictionary up, but that's not going to be wise because you can see the example here. It says 3, 3, which is going to break the dictionary's key in the value structure. We're gonna say 3 and then we're gonna put 0 here and then another 3 will come here and it's gonna just override it to 1, which is fine, but we don't want to do that. So there's a better approach to this. So what's the better approach is you looking at 2 and then you look into your existing dictionary. Do you have 7 in there? If that's the case, look, get the value of 7 and get the indexes of 7 and then return the current index you're at plus the value that you just got. So, and if that's not the case, we're gonna add a 2 into our dictionary and then we're gonna move on to the 7. So, keeping that in mind, I'm going to and here's what I was talking about. So I can just do this. key in this case would be a nums key, and if that's not even a key. So let's look at what the key should be. The key would be a target minus nums I, because to think about it, if we are at 2, we are looking for 7. So what we can say that target minus the current value you are on, that would be our key. So key would be minus the num value, num at I, the up, and x is return index. If the dictionaries of this function will give you and the value of that value too. So for example, so for here, what we can do is just do int array. Oh, the one is an I and then index. Oh, for sure, index would be before I, because if that wasn't, if that's not the case, then this would be simple. Put here and that. Okay, so nothing was found in this case. If we never actually hit this case, that means there was no two indexes that added up to the in that case we turn on. We expect that case to be lower tests, but just so that we have to do something. Long answer up for no. Okay. Over each number, target minus what your key results. Submit it. Here we go. Thank you for watching. Please like, really help me out. Thank you.